Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel for another video. This is a Coffee Monster Co. inspired journaling vlog, so something that I have never done before. I decided to film most of my journaling for the week so you guys could see exactly how I use my Hobonichi cousin on a daily basis using the daily pages. So that's what we're doing right now. So this first clip is from Monday night. I had actually been, I'd stayed at my parents' house on Sunday night into Monday because I had a dentist appointment. As you can see, that dentist appointment sucked. I hated it. But yeah, I ended up coming home and filming this that night after class, I believe, and I'm just setting up my day for Tuesday so that you guys can see how I do all of that. I have kind of fallen in love with this like today and tasks section. I used to try the separating things by like school, work, and personal tasks. I've tried just having one giant task list, but I really like having the today bar, like the today section at the top, and then my task list below it, just to kind of remind me of like the top line things that I need to do for that day. So I always put my class schedule on there. I put if I'm working on there. I'm trying to think of what else. Any appointments that I have for that day. If I'm streaming that day, I like to put what I'm playing. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys the rest of my pages to kind of show you how we've gotten to where we are with this today and tasks bar section thing. And I've definitely filled my pages this week more than I have any other week. I think partly because I knew I was filming and I knew that other people would have to see it and look at it. But I do think that this system like genuinely works for me. There was one day, I'm trying to remember, I think it was Thursday? It was either Tuesday or Thursday. I honestly can't remember. One of these days, I was able to set this up while I was on campus, so that was really nice to do. I obviously couldn't use stickers or film for you guys because I was on campus and in person. But it's just really nice to know that like this is a plan that I can really take with me if I go away for the weekend, or I don't know, if I'm staying over at my parents' or something again. I can definitely write out everything that I need to with just throwing a couple of extra pens in the bag, just by tossing in an extra brush pen, because I don't usually carry them with me. I would be without my stickers though, which would make me kind of sad. I really love them. Most of my stickers are from Plans So Cute on Etsy, but if you do go to my Etsy, which I think I can link so that you guys can see, I have a bunch of favorites saved. I use printable stickers, so I have like the silhouette files, the Studio 3 files, but they do also tend to come with silhouette and just like regular PDFs for you to print out. But I do use my silhouette to cut them out and everything, since I do have the cut files. And yeah, I have like a giant sticker book of all of these stickers that I've printed out and everything. So now we're moving into Tuesday. I love the sign pens. I lost the black one that I have from the original colors and I don't know where it is. But I absolutely love them. I love the small tip and I love the colors from the original set. I do find them a little bit harsh though, so I was very, very excited to purchase the new colors that they came out with, I think in like the middle or end of last year. And you'll be able to see exactly what I mean. The new colors are just nice and soft, or they're like deeper than the original colors. So it comes across less like in your face on the page, which I really like. So I have been using those all week as well and loving it. And I'm just swatching them here for you guys. So I don't usually pressure myself to use my journal every single day. I definitely think like from a mental health perspective, if I use my journal, I just feel way more calm in my brain because all of my thoughts are out on paper and I can see them and they're not just like swirling around in my head or anything like that. But yeah, I definitely don't for lack of scold myself for not using my pages. but I just happened to not use my journal on the 20th for whatever reason, so I just flipped through and found that blank page and decided to swatch these here so I could see how they looked. And I love them. I love swatch pages. I think they're so fun. So I'm really happy that I decided to use the space this way. I definitely want to do one for the Tombow Dual brush pens. I just need to have another page where I end up not using my journal that day for some reason. Okay, so now it's Wednesday and we are getting set up for the day, so you guys actually get to see like a blank page being set up from scratch finally. Very exciting, I know. So let me actually flip to Wednesday so I can see what I'm doing. Wednesday was a day where I didn't write a ton actually, but I did film a reel this day that I posted, all about how I use my tarot cards in my journal. And as you can see, I'm using my new sign pens because I love the color so much. I like having that stripe of Tombow color with the black on top of it. I think that looks really nice as well, but having these softer colors to use, I love it and I'm obsessed with it, and I'll probably like overuse them just because there's something new. But yeah, I do have an index card in the back of my journal that's laminated so I can double check to make sure that I'm using the right mild liner colors. And I go ahead and put in my class for the day because I have classes Monday through Friday, so I go ahead and put in the class or classes that I have that day. I decided that, or I knew that I needed to film my February plan with me, so I wanted that to be a reminder at the top of my mind. And then I ended up having work this day, so I put that in as a reminder as well, and then I go ahead and do my task list right below that. And yeah, I'm trying to remember like what else is in this footage because there's not a ton that's on this page. I did some journaling, I think. Oh no, I backlogged is what I did. So I go back into Tuesday and do journaling for Tuesday just to reflect on the rest of that day. That's what I'm doing. I wish I could remember my footage because I edited this a few days ago, and I'm doing this voiceover all at once just for context, but yes, I know exactly what's going on, I swear. But yeah, I just had some tasks to do this week or this day for class. I ended up having a little bit of a slow morning, so I woke up and Wednesdays aren't on my weekly workout plan. So I just decided, hey, it's not on my plan. I don't have to do it today. My workout plan is 5 days a week. So I decided that instead I would spend that like hour that I would usually dedicate to working out to having some journal time. Made myself some coffee, had breakfast. I ended up cooking Blue Apron for lunch once I came home from class, which was really nice. And I actually want to say that this day my dad actually happened to be in town, so he had a doctor's appointment just a few blocks from my apartment, and we ended up getting Starbucks before I went to work, so that was really nice to see him and hang out. But I do this fairly often. It is the next morning I will go back into my journal and pick out some stickers and keep writing for the rest of the day. So one of the reasons why I really wanted a Hobonichi was because my dad has always encouraged me to keep a journal and to keep like a log of my life, if that makes sense. Like it's fun to look back on. Even just flipping through my 2021 AVIC from the second half of the year, it was really like fun to look back on all of those spreads and just remember all the things that happened in those 6 months, which was a ton, which is crazy. So yeah, that was one of my goals with the Hobonichi. I actually purchased an original, or I got an original for Christmas a few years ago now, and it just wasn't for me. The A6 wasn't for me. I didn't like it. I don't know what's changed now, but I absolutely love my cousin, and I use my A6 as a like Bible faith kind of journal. So that one's kept like completely private. If there's cause or reason for a video down the line, I will definitely get into it and share that with you guys some more. I do have some catch up to do with it as well. I will admit I am behind on my readings and everything. But generally speaking, that journal was always meant to be a little bit more private, which as someone that posts on social media is just kind of a nice thing to have. Just to have something that's like completely mine, that I'm not feeling pressure to make like pretty or anything to post on the internet. But I also don't feel pressure with my daily spreads for whatever reason. I just like getting all my thoughts out, writing, journaling, jotting down all my memories. I love working with these stickers. But yeah, it's a lot of fun and I like sharing it a lot. So I was really excited to make this video so you guys could see a little bit more than just a picture on my feed. So you'll notice that I did not film on Thursday. I actually like completely forgot. I don't know how that happened or why it happened, but I completely forgot to film on Thursday. I honestly cannot even remember if I went back and like showed you guys what I did on Thursday, because I did write a decent amount. I want to say that I did, but I don't know. So we will see what happens in this clip and the rest of the video. But on Friday, I had 2 of my classes and then had work, and I'm filming this on Saturday, so just the next day, and it snowed on Friday night. So I had work. I close on Fridays normally, and ended up closing the store a couple hours after the snowfall started, and very excitedly woke up the next morning to see a ton of snow. So it was really fun to write about all of that. I also started a trial of Noom, I guess it's called a weight loss plan app. I don't know how I would describe it, but I journaled a little bit about that on Friday as well. I'm thinking of adding like some sort of area, because it is a lot of reading that you have to do. So I'm thinking about adding in a little space in my journal to kind of take away some key points of my readings for each day when I'm doing Noom. But generally speaking, I was just reflecting on how all of that was going and everything on Friday. So I don't actually think that you guys got to see that, unfortunately. But yeah, I loved this whole week of going through this and just kind of seeing like how efficiently I can really use my journal. I would say that I spend maybe like 45 minutes max in my journal throughout the entire day. So putting together my spread with the today and the tasks and my list, that's like the most important thing that I do first. And then doing my little tarot reading maybe takes me 15 minutes in the morning, and then throughout the day I'm just referring back to my task list, referring back to my tarot cards, and just kind of jotting down how the day is going. So that's just, I don't know, it doesn't take up that much time. I do take my Hobonichi with me to school every single day, so I'm checking off that task list while I'm at school. I just take a pencil case, and this pen goes in the pen loop that's on the side of the journal. But yeah, I don't know, there's something about like this week that has really like solidified how important my journal is to me and how fun that this can be. Just looking back, like on Monday, It was the first time that I had one of my classes in person because we had 2 weeks online and then Martin Luther King Day. So we didn't have class that day at all. And I'm just reading back on this. My class was really nice tonight. Not the lecture, actually, haha, the lecture was pretty boring, but we did get some time to discuss, and the guy that I was sitting next to was so nice. He complimented my handwriting, so just like writing down silly little notes like that just makes me so happy. And it's just kind of funny to look back on and see like that same day. I hate the dentist. I went in for 2 fillings today. I have another one left to go, and then I think I'll go ahead and find a new one this summer. They just really suck. With being courteous in the moment, it felt really rushed. It felt both really rushed and really slow today. So just remembering all of that kind of stuff. Or like on Tuesday, I wrote, really enjoyed streaming on Twitch. I definitely have gotten over that sort of fear of streaming with no one in the chat, and instead I was just enjoying some time playing The Sims and having fun. I really think that this is the type of mindset that will keep me going back to Twitch to build consistency, which is really how growth happens on that platform. Maybe while I'm on co-op and not working at night during the week, I can have a regular Monday through Friday or Sunday to Thursday schedule too. So just remembering those kinds of things and like being able to look back and say, oh, that's an idea that was really nice, or I really enjoyed doing this thing, let me go back to that and do that again, or even marking something like the beginning of me trying Noom. And this, I do end up journaling about it. But yeah, just being able to say like, oh, I started Noom on this day, this is how I felt about it at the beginning, and being able to look back in my 2 weeks before I start paying for it every month, seeing like, oh, do I still feel this way about these things that I wrote about these few days ago or anything like that. So it is a really nice way to look back on different like aspects of different things. And I just like even just looking at my task list and just wondering like, why didn't I get that reading done today? Or why didn't I get that editing done that I wanted to? Or why didn't I work out that day? That kind of stuff. So yeah, I definitely enjoy my cousin. I enjoy sharing it with you guys too. I really loved being back into both photo and video editing the last few weeks. So definitely way more videos to come. I hope that you are enjoying my content that's coming out. I'm really excited for the content that's coming out in February, so be sure to subscribe and stick around, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!